Hey guys, it's Goldie, and today we're taking a look at the February developer blog for Coral Island. I know I'm about a week and a half late on this one, but I've just been so busy with the update for Disney Dreamlight Valley, but I finally made it, and there's a lot of good information in this one, so let's jump into it. All right, here we go. It says, welcome to the first Coral Island development update of 2024. Here's part one of the two-part series on what's coming in the 1.1 update. Today we're talking about new stuff on land. Next time we'll dive into ocean content. So right away, this is telling us that we probably are not going to see update 1.1 until I would say May, because they said they're only putting out development updates every 2 months. And this one came at the very end of February. So if the next one is at the very end of April, and that one's also covering the 1.1 update, we can expect that the update won't actually be out until the earliest May, but maybe even June, which I think is fine. They need to take as much time as they need to make sure that the update goes smoothly. All right, so the first section we have here is called The State of Coral Island, and I think I know it's coming, but let's see. It says, since the 1.0 launch, we've been closely monitoring all the feedback from our community, whether it's discussions on Discord, streams, Reddit posts, social media, or the Steam forums. We're grateful to everyone who's shared their thoughts and supported us. We're committed to fully realizing the vision that we've had for Coral Island from the very beginning, and to making it the best game that we possibly can. There are a number of improvements and features like the Town Rank S quest line, the Merfolk storyline, and much more that we are excited to bring to the game with future updates. So, when I first saw this, I had to cringe a little bit because if you go on the Coral Island subreddit, literally every other post is just people complaining about the fact that they announced and released 1.0 as the official release where it's out of early access, and yet a lot of the main storyline and the Merfolk storyline and stuff like that are not complete. And, a lot of people expect that when a game comes out of early access, at least the main story will be finished. So they've gotten a lot of flack for this, so I'm not surprised that this is the first thing on their agenda for this blog post. I do feel kind of bad for them because I understand where people are coming from. Yeah, they probably should have at least finished the main story before they released it. But on the other hand, I'm sure that wasn't the way they wanted to release it. I'm sure that they were on some sort of schedule and they were forced to release it on a certain date from higher ups. I don't think the development team would have wanted to release it in a incomplete state, So I feel for them, but I also feel for the people who were expecting a complete game. Next up, the updated roadmap. Today, we'd like to share a look at our current development roadmap with you. The future of the game is looking incredibly exciting. Okay, so let's see what we have for update 1.1. There's going to be a Town Rank S quest line, which is above Town Rank A. There's also going to be a new Town Rank category for attractions. That one I'm really excited about. Also, the tourist system that we've heard about, rumored around for a while, is coming. Also, backer NPCs, so people who backed the Kickstarter at the highest level actually get their own custom NPC in the game, which I'm so jealous. I think that's so cool. Also with 1.1, they're going to give us the Merfolk storyline, Merfolk relationships and romance. Also, ocean farming and ranching. I cannot wait to find out what kind of ocean creatures we're going to be ranching. What? Also, more story content, Savannah access. That's where Senja and Axel are from, so maybe we'll get to visit them. We're also going to be able to ranch buffalo and ostrich. Those must be the Savannah animals. There's going to be new outfits and decor, improvements to the dialogue system, and improvements to the hat system. As of right now, whenever you put on a hat, it just takes away your hair, so hopefully they've fixed that. Also, in update 1.2, there's going to be full-featured multiplayer, which is exciting. I imagine that'll act pretty similar to the way it is in Stardew Valley. They're also going to add the Spooky Festival NPC outfits, so we'll get Halloween costumes for our NPCs. That's going to be so cute. And a Merfolk festival. All of those things sound amazing, but look at this. In update 1.3, we're getting updates for the children. So the children are going to grow up. We're going to get the children portraits and the children dialogue and heart events, which is so exciting because as of right now, they just stay babies, which, it's nice that you can have a family, but there's not a whole lot of stuff that you can do after the baby's born. So hopefully that whole system will be a lot more fleshed out when they add all this stuff for the children. Also, in update 1.3, we're getting slice of life scenes batch 2, so just some extra slice of life scenes, and version 2 of the hangout and dating mechanic. So some very exciting stuff coming up in the future, and later in the blog post we'll delve deeper into all the 1.1 land updates. But next up they have a game infographic. It says, since our initial Kickstarter, Coral Island has grown significantly. With the 1.0 launch, we brought you a world with 130 hand-drawn NPCs and over 600,000 words, among numerous other content and features. This game has been a true labor of love by our dedicated developers. Now, with the 1.1 update, we've added even more cool stuff, giving you new things to see and do. 130 hand-drawn NPCs. I'm trying to think of, I'm assuming they're including all of the, different outfits for the different seasons. Because I know there's, I can't remember how many characters there are, but if you multiply that by the 4 seasons, plus some of them have swimwear and stuff, that's a lot, 130. But it shows here a little infographic of how many of each of these items there are now, and then how many they're going to be in the 1.1 update. So I'll let you glance over that. Looks like some good improvements are coming. One thing that stood out to me is they're almost doubling the amount of wildlife, which is the little critters that you see around, the little rabbits and the lizards and the otters and stuff like that. So I can't imagine how much more. When they say 25, is that counting 1 rabbit, 2 rabbit, 3 rabbit? Because I don't think there's 25 different animals in the game right now. I don't think. Also, cutscenes. They're going from 494 cutscenes to 758. That is a lot. That's a lot. That's a big improvement. I'm so excited for that. I love my cutscenes. All right, so now they're going to get into the details of some of the stuff we saw on that list. First up is Town Rank S. Become the ultimate farmer by reaching Town Rank S, a new endgame goal that expands and completes existing storylines. Yes, that's what everybody's been wanting, is the completion of the existing storylines, so this will be good. Yeah, hitting rank A is pretty cool, but why stop there? If you're looking for more challenges and achievements, go for rank S. We've added Town Rank S for anyone who's up for an extra layer of accomplishment. It's there for the taking if you want to push your farming skills to the max. So it will be interesting to see which storylines are directly related to this. I haven't actually completed the game yet in its current state. I kind of decided I want to start a new game, but I've decided to kind of wait until 1.1 comes out before I start that. I was thinking of streaming it, actually, so that's on my list of things to stream, because I think that would be more fun as a stream rather than making videos, but we'll see. Anyway, another exciting category. I'm really excited for this one. It's attractions. So it's a new town rank category, and we can actually see that on this image right here. Along with the museum, the ocean, and the heritage sites, we also have attractions that are going to count towards the town rank. But these attractions only become available after you've reached town rank A. You'll help the town build new attractions that will benefit townies and attract visitors. So this really answered a lot of questions for me, because as you can see here, the hot air balloon, I've always wondered if we were ever going to do anything with that hot air balloon that's sitting next to the inn. Also, the heated swimming pool at the inn, because back in the early access days, there was a pool outside of the inn, and then in one of the earlier updates, they just took away the pool, and we were like, what? What happened to the pool? So this finally answers that question as well. But let's take a look at all these things here. So we have a solar garden, a town mural, the hot air balloon, Mrs. Ramen, a new ramen shop, the heated swimming pool at the inn, junior upcyclers. I'm wondering if this is going to have anything to do with the recycling center, because as you'll notice, the recycling center isn't on here, and that still hasn't been part of any of the storylines yet, as far as I know, so maybe that's what that will be. And also a recreational center, a coral cinema, mini golf, and an arcade center. So the cinema and the arcade and the mural, these kind of all came out of nowhere, and I'm really excited to see what they are. And then they give us a sneak peek at a couple of the attractions. So this is going to be a gym. It's called Decent Gym, and it says everyone needs a decent gym. I love this. I love the aesthetic. I love the colors. That's one thing that Coral Island is really good at, is having just the cutest, most aesthetic things in their game. So I hope that we can actually do stuff at the gym or maybe go to hang out there with our friends. That would be really cool. Also, everyone needs access to great ramen. So this is going to be the ramen shop. And actually, this was already discovered. If you've been in the Coral Island community a while back, someone discovered that if you went up and interacted with this crate, this wooden crate, you would actually get a little pop-up saying that it was a ramen shop and like the store hours. So this was actually discovered in the game a while back. Whether or not that was intentional by the developers, I don't know, probably not. But we didn't know how it was going to come to the game. So now we know that. I'm curious if anyone in the town is going to like own the shop, because there was a lot of speculation that Theo should own it, and I think that's a really great idea. I'm trying to think. Who do you think would be the best person to own the ramen shop? Let me know in the comments. All right, now we have Museum Rank S. To get to Rank S in the museum, your task is to bring dinosaurs back to life, sort of. You'll be making animated projections that make these ancient creatures look like they're alive again. So how are you going to make that happen? Well, you'll just have to play and see for yourself. But this looks so cool, and I'm really glad that there's going to be an extra task related to the museum. Like I said, I haven't completed the museum collection yet, but I anticipate that once you've completed it, it's kind of like you wish that there was something else that you could do with it, you know? So that's really exciting. Okay, and moving on to Heritage Rank S. Embark on an epic quest to recover fragments of the Guardian's mural and unlock the full story of the island's rich history and heritage. So we actually get to restore this. Oh wait, I wonder if that's the town mural. Do you think that's the town mural that they talked about in the attractions? Maybe. I don't know. But you can see here the Guardian's mural. I've always noticed this over by the lake, but I didn't know that it was ever going to be restored, so that's really exciting. Ooh, and look at this. We have 4 mysterious guardians, and we'll be able to give them offerings at a shrine. This is so cool. So is this gonna be... Do you think we will put the offerings at the mural? Or there's this other part in the, kind of in the middle of town. Oh, by the cemetery. There's a place by the cemetery where every time you go up and interact with it, it says something like, this looks incomplete. And I've always wondered what that's going to be about. So maybe that's where we'll put the offerings. That would be really cool. So this looks like from left to right, it could be the panda, the orangutan, and I don't know about that one, but the last one looks like some sort of giant slime is my guess. Like from the caverns? I don't know. The third one with the orange background kind of looks like almost like the first thing that came to my mind was like a jaguar. I might be wrong, but I would be really happy if that were the case because big cats are like my favorite animals. But anyway, moving on. Oh, here we go. Tourists now visit the town. Roll out the welcome mat for tourists visiting the island weekly. Looking at you too, tourist backers. Welcome to Coral Island. They're offering new opportunities for exploration, interaction, and adventure. I am so jealous. I am so jealous that people literally get to be in the game. Oh, and it looks like they're each gonna have, okay, so it says meet the tourist backers. They'll be visiting Coral Island 2 seasons each year, wearing their own unique seasonal outfits. Plus, you can even chat with them. And just the heads up, before anyone asks, nope, you cannot romance these tourists. These all look so good. I especially love the look of Clementine. Clementine is so cute. Lucky, lucky. I think they had to back it like $3,000 or something. So, I mean, good for them. They deserve to be in the game if they were able to contribute that much, right? They basically funded the game. So you'll find the tourists visiting different parts of town. So along with the tourist backers, we will have just random tourists like this man right here and this woman. They are not the backer NPCs. They're just random other tourists that we'll see around the island. And I think that's really great. It'll make the island feel more alive just to see kind of random people here and there. Next, we have the Giants Story Finale Sneak Peek. So this looks like a completely new part of the caverns. It looks really pretty with all the glowing mushrooms. But now that I think about it, it is kind of crazy that they didn't even, like, the Giant storyline was just left on a cliffhanger for the 1.0 release. So I'm excited to finally see what the resolution to that is. I won't give any spoilers, but it's a really good storyline. And this is another really exciting one, a new mechanic for hangouts. For the 1.1 update, you can invite your favorite dateable NPCs to hang out and earn friendship points by inviting them to ramen, enjoy a fishing date, or have a movie night, among other fun activities. And that's not all. We're looking to grow this feature in future updates to include more than just the dateable NPCs. So tell us, which townies are you most excited to hang out with? So as you can see, even if you've already talked to the NPC the maximum amount of times that you can for that day, you can still go up to them and invite them to hang out. And you can do this twice a week. And here we get a sneak peek of all the different places that you can go to hang out. And okay, look, here's the recreational center. So it looks like the recreational center is above the library, which means that's going to probably replace the pufferfish building, which makes a lot of sense because that's the only building that would be big enough to house a whole recreational center. That's probably where we're gonna find like the mini golf, because there was a mini golf place outside of Pufferfish. So a lot of those attractions are probably gonna be in that building, I would assume. But all these places we can go on little dates or hangouts with the NPCs. So we can go to the fishing forest, to Monkey Lane, the hot spring, bamboo forest, the taco truck. We've never been able to buy tacos before. Maybe we will finally be able to buy a taco from Emma. Also the fishing lake, the rec center, the ramen shop, clothing store, tavern, beach area, library, museum, and the lighthouse. We can go on a date at the lighthouse. That's so cute. Oh yeah, also it shows that when you click on the museum, you can choose which section you want to go to. So it says choose from a variety of hangout spots and unlock more spots through progression. So it shows us what it would look like when you go to hang out in the fish section. And I just imagine that the dialogue for this is going to be so cute. I hope that each NPC has dialogue that's unique to them and their personalities. I mean, that is a lot of dialogue that they're going to have to add if they need to do that for each NPC for each date spot. That's a lot. I really hope that they put in the effort to make that a unique experience for each different NPC. Next, we have the ranch animals. Look at this ostrich! It's taller than me. It's taller than the character. Meet the buffalo and ostrich, two exciting additions to your farm. You'll be able to acquire these unique farm animals at the savannah. I knew it. It says, how are you getting out of the coop door? The ostrich probably has to go through the regular door, huh? Or are they gonna have us upgrade? They'll probably have us upgrade the coop again. And the barn maybe, because this guy's pretty big too. Well, he's about as big as the cow, I suppose. Wait, what is this? So this is the ostrich egg. It looks kind of pink. And then we have a different kind of milk. What kind of milk do you get from a buffalo? What kind of milk do you get from a buffalo? I don't know, but I can't wait. The more animals, the better. Give me all the animals. And also we have new outfits and decor. We're adding even more outfits and decor options. So these are some very interesting outfit options that they're showing us here. They're very like, kind of like costumey. They're not like regular clothes, if you know what I mean. They're like different, but I mean, that's cool. We're not going to complain about more options, right? And here we have some previews of, oh my gosh, a pufferfish room? And they said, oh yes, we did. Oh wow. It gives you the opportunity to just go full evil corporation with your design. As I said, we love options, right? But this party theme is also very, very cute. Lots of good stuff in there. Okay, other updates. There's loads more to share, but let's not make this blog a novel. Here's a quick sneak peek. So it says, besides the bald hair option, which some of you really dig, we've added 2 more hair choices for hat wearers. So the one that just has like the short hair underneath is actually what it normally looks like when you try to put a hat on when you have hair. The bald option under the hat is new, unless if you already had bald hair. Also, the little bun in the back is new. At least that's one alternative option for people who have long hair, because it looks really weird when you have like long hair and then you put a hat on and it just disappears. So I know that it would be really hard for them to make each hat its own unique model depending for each hair that you have. Like, that would be a lot of work, and you know, this is, from what I understand, a pretty small development team, so I understand why they chose this route for that solution, but hopefully in the future they'll be able to add a few more options. Oh, look, there's a bear! So this is some of the wildlife that they were talking about. It says wildlife will begin repopulating the island as soon as you heal the land and ocean. There's a whole bear in the river trying to catch some fish. That is so exciting. I can't wait to see what other animals they're going to add. I know that like Anne and Paul have some dialogue where they talk about beavers, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe we'll see some beavers around. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the bear. Also, say goodbye to those pufferfish dolls at festivals. Karen's not running them anymore. Phew. So I'm hoping that this only happens like after you kind of complete the storyline, and I'm assuming that we'll be able to kind of kick pufferfish off the island, especially if we're replacing their building with a recreational center. So I hope that Karen is there at the festivals up until we get to the point where they're no longer around. Because if they aren't there at all, I think having them there at the beginning really adds something to the story. So, but the game, in general, the game is very good with like progressing things like that. At the beginning, the ocean is really kind of gray and murky, and then as you increase the town brink, the ocean gets cleaner, the flamingos get pinker. So I have no doubt that they handled this transition well. And lastly, a localization update. Our vision for Coral Island has always been to make it accessible to players worldwide. However, at the 1.0 launch, we weren't able to include as many languages as we'd hoped. When we launched our Kickstarter, we unfortunately underestimated the sheer volume of words the game would have by 1.0, and the localization costs are significant. We're now re-evaluating our roadmap. The next language we're going to implement will be Thai, and we're beginning work on that this month. Going forward, we plan to expand localization support in the future where possible. So yeah, this goes back to the fact of like, I'm sure that the developers wanted to release 1.0 in a much more advanced state, but their resources are limited. I mean, the only reason why this game even happened is because of a Kickstarter. So I do understand where they're coming from, and I do believe that they're doing their best, you know? And here we get a look at the beautiful artwork that they made for the Chinese New Year with the merfolk princess and her pet. I can't remember its name right now. It's been a while since I played this game, but I'm waiting until 1.1, and then it's going to be like super fresh. It's going to be like playing a brand new game for me because it's been quite a while since I've played it. All right, so what's next? Next April, we'll be diving into the ocean-related content of the 1.1 update. It's a deep dive, so brace yourself for an ocean of info. Bit of an ocean pun for you. So this is a crazy amount of stuff that's going to be in update 1.1, and this is just the stuff related to on land. So I can only imagine how much there's going to be in the ocean as well. It's going to be one heck of an update. As I said, once update 1.1 comes out, which is probably going to be like May or June, I'm definitely going to be streaming the game from the beginning, brand new playthrough, and I'm so excited to experience all of this new content. Are you guys going to be picking up Coral Island? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, and please leave a like on this video, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye!